Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Again, that peculiar feeling that something's going to happen. Oh. It's back. Well, you know that feeling of impending doom? You must have felt it.
What a beautiful morning.
Yeah, real second piece of pie weather. Joe, do you feel something strange?
You still harping on that silly female premonition? Trouble you women is you ain't got enough to keep you busy. Look at me. If you was active like I am, you wouldn't have time to worry about that nonsense.
It's worse this time. Something's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
Well, I can't quite pin it down, but it's somewhere between a calamity and a disaster. Homer Bedloe.
May I have a room, please?
I was wrong. It's beyond a disaster. It's a catastrophe.
Hi, Bedloe. Does the lead locust know you broke out of the pack?
Evidently, my arrival has taken you by surprise.
Yes. Usually we get a whiff of brimstone and you appear in a puff of smoke.
Once, Mrs. Bradley, my black little heart would have swelled with pride at your praise. But behold, I'm defeated, a failure.
Let me be the first to kick you while you're down.
Why, did the little orphans expose your plot to put an octopus in their wading pool?
Please, Mrs. Bradley, all I ask in this, my darkest hour, is sanctuary.
Why would an important man like the vice president of the CNFW Railroad stoop so low as to want a room in a miserable, isolated, termite-ridden hovel? Isn't that what you called it?
No, I call it a miserable, isolated, termite-ridden fire trap. That's what
Oh, that's right. That's what you called it.
Oh, I mean, Mrs. Bradley, please, whatever I said, just give me a room.
We put him in number 8, one where the ceiling collapsed after the last rain, the papers peeling off the walls.
Anything, only just an address where I can receive my unemployment checks, where I can pass the last few remaining years of my dreary and useless life. I'm torturing myself by looking out this window at that little train, the Cannonball. It will race by, mocking me with its sneering whistle, a whistle which seems to say, there sits Homer Bedloe, the fink that fizzled.
Bravo, bravo. That's the best performance you've put on to date.
Oh, I'm not acting, Mr. Carson. Here, Mrs. Bradley. Here's my last $10. Please, give me number 8.
No, we're all full up, and we're going to be that way for some time.
We'll just fluff up a few rags in the hall, lay out some old newspapers in the coal bin, anything to rest this human debris.
Homer Bedloe, every time you come around here, we have trouble.
Believe me, Mrs. Bradley, I couldn't do you any harm if I wanted to. Norman Curtis, the president of the railroad, has pulled my claws, extracted my fangs, sold me down the river.
What does that mean?
I've been fired.
What?
Total disgrace. They forced me to watch while they ripped my name off the office door and put up my successors. Wilbur Goodfellow.
So, Norman Curtis finally saw through you.
Well, you should see You should see the man they put in my chair. Has Wilbur Goodfellow got evil, squinty little eyes like I have? No, no. His are frank and clear and open and blue. Is he lean and wiry and weasel-like like me? No, no. He's big and strong and kind and generous like a St. Bernard. And short. He's repulsive.
Pardon me. I'm looking for Kate Bradley.
Oh, I'm Kate Bradley.
Oh. My superior, Norman Curtis of the CNFW, asked me to stop by and pay his respects.
Well, that was very nice of him.
Oh. And you must be Mr. Joseph Carson.
That's right. Glad to know you.
What's this? What have we here? Homer Bedloe. You were warned not to come within a mile of railroad property, and you were ordered to leave these good people alone.
Oh, I'm only a penniless old man. When Mr. Curtis fired me, he took away my pension.
And with good cause, you plotted to destroy the Cannonball. Out!
There's no place to go. My mother won't take me back.
Try the Salvation Army.
I did. They won't take me either.
If this scoundrel has caused you any financial loss, I'm instructed to make it up to you.
Oh, no, thank you very much. He didn't.
I'll be here for several days inspecting the spur line and the Cannonball.
Well, you're not thinking of shutting down the railroad.
Good heavens, no. Mr. Curtis would as soon cut off his right arm as the Cannonball. Only the lowest of swine would think of such a thing. May I register, please?
You're out of luck, good fellow. There haven't any rooms left.
We do for him. For you, the hotel's off limits.
Please, Mrs. Bradley, let me stay. I'll carry the luggage, fetch the ice water, page the guests.
All right, Homer, you can stay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Bradley.
Front.
Right this way, Mr. Goodfellow. You've made me so happy.
This is a fine train you have here, Mr. Smoot. Believe me, this is railroading at its best.
Thank you, Mr. Goodfeller. Did you hear what he said, Charlie? He sure is smart for an executive.
Yeah. And Mr. Pratt, a lot of these know-it-all young engineers could take lessons from you.
Oh, shucks, it ain't really me, Mr. Goodfeller. When you got a good old engine like the Cannonball, she knows when there's a friend aboard the train.
It's time the railroad rewarded you men for your loyalty and hard work. When I get back to the home office, I'll put a bug in Mr. Curtis' ear.
Okay, and while you're at it, don't forget to tell him about our loyalty and hard work.
And that's only the beginning. I'm going to have the locomotive overhauled, the entire train repainted, the roadbed repaired.
Wow,
that's
you
marvelous.
I've already ordered new uniforms for Floyd and Charley, and here, Mrs. Bradley, let me do that.
New uniforms.
The way I look at it is every dollar spent on the Cannonball will return 100-fold.
Oh, Mr. Goodfellow, you shouldn't be doing that.
Why not?
Well, what would Mr. Curtis say if he saw his new vice president sweeping a porch?
He'd say, good fellow, I outrank you. Give me that broom.
Gee, Mr. Goodfellow, I thought all railroad vice presidents were rat things.
You'll have to excuse Betty Jo's language. What she meant to say was that the only vice president she's ever known was rat fink.
No need to eavesdrop, Bedloe. And I'll say this right to your rat-think face. I see an era of booming prosperity ahead for this community, and I want the C&FW Railroad to have a part in it.
Oh, those words burn like a red-hot poker. My dream of a desolate valley trampled in the dust.
And I'm not leaving the Shady Rest out of my plans. I'll have the tracks moved closer to the hotel, so your guests won't have to walk so far.
Oh, I wouldn't expect anything like that.
It's the least I can do, considering some of the deeds of my predecessor. When I think of what he's done to you, If you weren't an unemployed has-been Bedloe-eyed,
You'd slice me within an inch of my miserable life.
Exactly.
Scat!
Charlie, you sure look like a first-class engineer.
Pretty good yourself. Mighty thought of you, Mr. Goodfeller.
Is there a fly on my nose, Charlie?
Yeah? Why?
Whack it for me, would you?
Oh, whack it yourself. You're closer to it.
I would, but I don't want to get wrinkles in my sleeves.
Charlie, what are you doing?
Nothing. Charlie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, I'll tell you another thing he wouldn't do. That's help a passenger on with his packages. Or either would you.
Get that stuff away from me. Can't you see I'm all dressed up?
Here, you take it.
I'm the engineer.
I'm a passenger, and
Uncle Joe, don't argue. I'm due to meet Gertie Sanford and Pixley.
next thing they won't want to get into the cab for fear they'll get grease on their new Dodge.
Gosh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, we better ride in the coach.
Come on, boys. I'd appreciate it if I could get home and change. Gertie and I want to see the new movie at the Pixie Bijou.
You'll like it. Hoot Gibson rides into this range.
Oh, that was last week. This week they got another good Western. Texans don't cry.
Why don't they cry, Charlie?
I'll tell you why Texans don't cry. They're happy because you two chowderheads were born somewhere else.
Oh, hey, can you give me a hand with these? They're heavy. As soon as I take Mr. Kimberly his lunch. My, you look nice, Mom.
Thank you, dear. Why don't you try this way, honey? Thank you, dear. I will. Betty Jo, those are too heavy. Get Uncle Joe to help you with them.
He already did. He told me how to lift them without breaking my back.
Will you put those down? Too much work to be done around here. I'm not going to Pixley.
You've got to. Mrs. Sanford's expecting you.
I just don't feel right about skipping out to a movie when the hotel's full of guests.
Mom, when there are no guests, you can't go because we're broke. And when there are guests, you can't go because there's too much work.
Just about the size of it.
The trouble with you is you don't know how to put other people in charge.
Oh, is that my trouble?
Well, you don't see Conrad Hilton missing a good movie because his hotels are full up.
And he wouldn't.
Mom! Mom! Betty Jo! Look what Mr. Kimberly gave me. $1. He says he just loves the service at the Shady Rest. Out of my way, Bobbie Jo. These are Mr. Kimberly's bags.
Well, I just discovered a new vitamin. Money.
All right. Stop your whining. You'll get your bone.
Uncle Joe?
Yeah?
I'm going into Pixley now. The girls will get dinner for you and the guests.
You and Gertie have a good time. Don't worry about us. All right, here's your bone. Now shut up.
Bone? But the dog's in here. What do you... Oh, Uncle Joe, you're not...
Thank you, you generous people.
Mr. Bedloe, go in the kitchen and eat at the table. Uncle Joe? Uncle Joe, how could you toss him that bone?
Oh, don't worry, Kate. We got a better one for the dog.
I want you to understand this. Anyone under my roof is to be treated as a human being, even if it is Mr. Bedloe.
I haven't any money and my rent's overdue.
We'll carry on the coffin till your unemployment check arrives.
I'm not worthy of such kindness.
I gotta go now. The train is waiting. And Mr. Bedloe, help yourself to the icebox.
You're making a mistake, Kate. There's nothing more treacherous than an unemployed cobra.
Joe, give Mr. Bedloe a chance. Now that he's lost his influence, it could be the beginning of his metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis. Now, that's sinking pretty low, getting sick so we have to quarantine the hotel. Just when business is good, too.
Oh, no, Uncle Joe. You see, I don't have time to explain.
Oh, there you are, you pleasure.
Mercy, what is that?
I'll save me, Mrs. Bradley. Save me!
It's a good thing I came in that back door just as I did. There he was with his scrawny hands deep in your potato salad. You just can't trust that miserable ingrate.
Oh, no, it's all right, Mr. Goodfellow. I gave that miserable ingrate permission.
Yeah, I told you so.
Your trust is misplaced, Mrs. Bradley.
Mr. Goodfellow's right, Kate. Remember, a vulture never changes his spots.
All right, Bedloe. But as long as we're under the same roof, keep out of my way. I can't stand the sight of you. Ah! Enjoy your evening out, Mrs. Bradley.
He was a fine, upstanding man.
Yeah. I thought when they made me, they broke the mold. I was wrong. There goes another Joe Carson.
One is plenty, thank you.
Come in. Everything's certainly going well.
You speak when you're spoken to, good fellow.
Yes, sir.
Sit. I said sit.
Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Bedloe, we're certainly putting it over, aren't we?
What do you mean by putting it over? You almost ruined everything.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, it's as plain as the nose on your stupid face. Look what you did to this valley. Business is booming. Everybody's happy. This hotel is thriving. You know, I could...
Thresh me within an inch of my worthless life?
That's the way I'd warm up. You were merely to lull these simple-minded yokels into a false sense of security.
Isn't that what I did?
Will you shut up and listen? You went too far. That oily, benevolent, confidence-inspiring manner of yours almost ruined my beautiful scheme.
But...
Hey! The farmers are shipping their crop by the cannonball. The salesmen are riding the train. If the Home Office hears that there's a profit to be made from this ramshackle branch line, I'll be ruined. I'll never be able to run the cannonball out of business.
Please, give me another chance, please.
The average scoundrel will be defeated, but I'm two-faced and double-brained. Back in kindergarten, when other children were studying finger painting, I was majoring in skullduggery.
Then you have a new plan?
Certainly, I got a new plan. Now, this is what we're going to do. First...
Keep coming, Mom. Over east for Mr. Smith, scramble 3 for Mr. Bryan, base 2 for Mrs. Milford, and sunny side up for Mr. Goodfellow.
Hey, Kate. Got another order for room service. Miss Canby wants ham and eggs, over easy rye, toast, orange juice, and a pot of coffee.
But I just gave you Mrs. Canby's breakfast.
Smells so good I ate it on the way.
Joe.
Oh, say, you haven't told us about your big night in Pixley.
Yeah, Mom, how was the movie?
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, how was it?
What was it about?
We gotta dish up the food. Get the tray.
Just tell me what it was about.
Well, it was about this woman who had a very bright, attractive daughter.
And?
Well, this woman was trying to feed her guests. And all the bright, attractive daughter wanted to do was to stand around gabbing and gabbing. And so the guests got sore and they checked out.
Oh, Mom.
Now, you scoot out.
Mom, guess what?
Well, I couldn't guess.
Well, explain it, Mr. Goodfellow.
Well, perhaps some other time. Your mother's busy.
Oh, go on and tell her.
What is it, Mr. Goodfellow?
You see, she wants to hear it. Go ahead.
Well, as part of my plan...
Mr. Goodfellow's going to give Charlie and Floyd raises. The Cannonball's getting its face lifted. And during the operation, the main line's going to loan Charlie and Floyd a diesel locomotive. Isn't that marvelous?
I think so. Well, now, let's see. Charlie and Floyd are having their faces lifted.
Oh, Mom. Well, explain it, Mr. Goodfellow.
Well, what Betty Jo was trying to say
What I was trying to say is, Mom...
Stop interrupting. Go ahead, Mr. Goodfellow.
I've instructed the superintendent of the division to recondition the Cannonball. And while she's in the roundhouse at Riverton, the spur line will have the use of another locomotive.
Well, that's great, Mr. Goodfellow. Great.
Well, let's have a party. That's a good idea, Bobbie Jo. We can have a going-away party for the Cannonball. And another one when it comes back all bright and shiny. If you make ice cream, I'll turn the freezer.
Now, girls,
We've just got to have a party for the Cannonball.
Well, Mr. Goodfellow, since you're responsible for all this, would you be the guest of honor?
Why, I'd be delighted.
Cannonball will arrive at your foundry tomorrow night. The instant it gets there, I want you to melt it down into scrap. Yes, that's right, into scrap. Every last bolt and flake of rust. By whose authority? By the order of Homer Bedloe, Vice President of the CNFW Railroad. At last, I've signed the Cannonball's death warrant. This is my finest hour.
The Cannonball is to be melted into scrap, and there's no other locomotive to pull the train. What are these people going to do?
They'll fulfill my fondest dreams. They'll abandon their homes and farms. This whole valley be populated by lizards and coyotes. As for Kate Bradley's hotel, the termites will be picking their teeth with the slivers from the Shady Rest.
Mr. Bedloe, you are a fiend.
Yeah, that's right. Winner of the Fiends National Open 3 years in a row.
sure occasion calls for a speech.
It sure does, but not by you.
I think Mr. Goodfellow should say a few words.
Yeah!
My dear friends. Well, I hate to cut short such a happy occasion, but the good old Cannonball has a long journey ahead. We don't want to keep the men at the foundry, the roundhouse, waiting.
Floyd and me's got to get the old girl on the way to the beauty parlor.
Well, first I have a surprise for everybody. Some rare old movies of the Cannonball.
Movies of the Cannonball? Oh, where'd you get them, Mom?
Well, remember the other night when I went to the movies in Fixley with Gertie? Well, my old friend, the projectionist, Squint Whitaker, loaned me the film, and along with that, a projector. So, why don't we all go into the lobby and have our coffee and cake there?
Well, after all, Mrs. Bradley, the roundhouse is a...
Them have their little moment. Keep this happy thought in mind. In a few hours' time, their cute little train will be melted down into a shapeless lump.
Now, we're all ready to start. Bobbie Jo, turn out the lights. Now, the first scene shows the Cannonball bringing the governor to Hooterville on July 4th, 1916. Oh, my goodness. How could Squint Whitaker get the film so mixed up? That's not the Cannonball. Maybe the Cannonball film's on the next reel.
Assured me you hadn't made a picture in years.
How was I to know they'd be shown in Bixley? Why, they're too old even for television.
Back to Hollywood, you ham.
Ham?
You knew it all the time, Kate Bradley. You played me like an ordinary trump, but I'll have you know down at railroad headquarters I'm still the second Barracuda. And in this devilish brain, there lurks a foolproof scheme to destroy the Cannonball forever.
How long do you think you'd be vice president if Norman Curtis knew that you hired an actor to put the Cannonball out of existence?
Oh, don't tell him. Don't tell him. You can't send him that film. It'd ruin me. It wouldn't be the Cannonball that melt down, but my gold cup that I won for the Fiends National Open.
Gee, we sure came close to losing the train. Yeah, Mom. If you hadn't gone to the Pixley Bijou, we never would have known that Mr. Goodfellow was a movie actor.
Well, it was sheer luck, those particular movies being on the bill. You know, a coincidence like that wouldn't happen again in a million years.
Excuse me. I wonder if I might have a room.
Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.